grandma had a beautiful Singer sewing machine. I knew I wanted to be a fashion designer. That made me realise this is for me, this is what I want to do. Design and model my own swimwear.
How do you decide what is fashionable?
I like to set trends rather than follow them. And I think that's what being a designer is about.
Today we meet Krisy Kostic, a young entrepreneur who built her fashion brand from the ground up. Hi, I'm Elena Reddy and welcome to Foreign Influence. Today we meet Krisy Kostic, a young entrepreneur who built a fashion brand from the ground up. When the world around her told her she wouldn't be able to do it, she proved them all wrong. Chrissy, it's so great to have you as a guest on our show, Foreign Influence.
Thanks so much for having me. It's so exciting.
Please tell me a little bit about your background.
So I was born in Williamstown, but my family's European. So my mum was born in Greece, in Vedia, and my dad born in Serbia, Belgrade. My mum came here when she was just a baby, and my dad came in his early 20s.
Oh, terrific. Well, I'll go right into it. The reason why we're here. How did you come into fashion?
Ever since I was really little, I was always very creative. I loved drawing, dancing. My grandma had a beautiful Singer sewing machine, you know, the classic ones on the table. Yeah.
Yes.
So she taught me how to sew and knit when I was really young, maybe like 7.
And that's your Greek grandmother?
Yes. And then as soon as I got to high school, I knew I wanted to be a fashion designer. So I originally wanted to get into ladies' wear, evening wear, but then years later I decided swimwear was for me.
Did you have any other hobbies when you were a child?
Yes, I loved dancing. I did every kind: ballet, tap, jazz, hip hop, musical theatre, character. It was a lot of fun.
I imagine there were a lot of beautiful costumes involved, very
Yes.
colourful dresses.
I think that's kind of what got me into the fashion as well. Loved the costumes, and yeah, loved dressing up and hair, makeup, everything from a young age.
Who did the costumes for you? Who organised all of them?
I can't remember her name, but she was amazing. This lady, she used to just hand make all of our costumes.
Chrissy, please share with me your experience of studying fashion.
Okay, so I chose to do a TAFE course. It was a small fashion school in Richmond called Centre of Fashion. It was a 2-year full-time course, so it was very full-on. It was 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. And it was really good. I had my weaknesses and my strengths. I loved design, illustration. Wasn't a fan of sewing or pattern making. So I struggled a little bit with sewing. I thought I was doing a good job, and I'd take it to my teacher and she'd make me unpick it all the time.
Wow, and that's a lot of work to unpick it and sew
Yes,
it again.
It was very frustrating. But I think that helped me start sewing myself. I didn't think that I was good enough, but I still chose to push myself and teach myself. And yeah, here I am.
What did your family think when you told them that you wanted to pursue fashion?
Well, my mum always said to me, you pick the hardest industry. But I can't help that I'm creative and this is what I want to do. I didn't want to be a doctor or a lawyer, but fashion was for me.
Upon graduation, what did you do?
So I actually took a lot of time off. I didn't want to work for any other brands. I just wanted to have my own brand, but I was still stuck with what I wanted to do. So I traveled a lot. I did a lot of Europe, America.
You wanted to get that life experience
Yes.
and inspiration
Yes,
for,
exactly.
for what you wanted to do afterwards.
Yeah, so I think it was good that I got that over and done with, and now I can just focus on my business.
How did you start your own brand?
Like I said, I've always wanted to be in ladies' wear, but I've always had a passion for modeling. So as I started modeling, swimwear was the best for me because I'm petite. So it's not like the pants would be too long. Swimwear just suited my body. And
Did you do modeling as a child?
no, I
this
was
is just
actually
afterwards.
very shy as a child, and I still am now, but I've gotten better. So yeah, as soon as I started modeling swimwear, that made me realize this is for me, this is what I want to do. Design and model my own swimwear. And that's what I love about it so much, is that I get to design it, make it, and then I get to wear the end product and model it, and yeah, do photo shoots.
And I guess that's what you like about being a business owner,
Yeah.
that you are in charge.
Yes, I love it. Like, I have full control. I can work whatever hours I want. It's taken a lot of adjusting, but I'm loving it now. It's so good being the boss. I've always been a leader, and being a boss is just what I've had to do. I can't be told what to do.
I understand that. interviewed you during one of your photo shoots. It was a huge privilege. And I have noticed, I hope you don't mind me saying that, but I have noticed how you were very specific with the photographer about your body image, that you embrace your natural body image.
Yes.
And you have a birthmark
Yes.
On your thigh, and you were very specific that you wanted for the birthmark to remain there as natural.
Yes.
It appears.
I like my birthmark, it's part of me, and since I've done quite a few photo shoots, every photographer photoshops it out. So I didn't think there was any need for that. It's just a small little circle, and I like to look natural. I like to keep stretch marks in my photos. I don't want to be too airbrushed, and yeah, it's real. I like to look real, and because every girl has blemishes and stretch marks, and yeah, I think you should flaunt it and embrace it. It took me a long time to start this business because I didn't think that I was good enough at sewing because of my course and getting told to unpick everything. But I still gave it a go, and I've practiced quite a bit and I've nailed it now. My quality is really good. Because I've always had my own unique style, I want to give every girl the opportunity to express their unique style and individuality as well. So my business is about creating your own bikini. So my customers, they pick their fabric, style of top, style of bottoms, level of coverage, and then I make it for them. So it's an exciting process, and my customers are always so happy with their creations, and yeah, it's very satisfying. I love it.
Of website and in terms of social media and all of that, how are you managing all of this?
Yeah, so it is a bit hard because I'm doing everything on my own.
That's what I admire so much about you.
It's been worth it though, and I've enjoyed it a lot. Originally, I built my own website too. I have no knowledge about building websites, but I just went with Wix as a good easy start because it's there's templates you can choose from. So it was good to start with, but now I'm going a bit more high end and wanting to be more professional. So this is the first time, but I'm finally getting help with my business. I'm getting my website built from professional, and I still do all the social media posts and everything else. Everything goes through me. My customers contact me for sizing help or design help. But yeah, I'm really excited for my new website.
So after you've done your European travel and got the inspiration, what happened afterwards?
So I got a job in a fabric store as like a retail assistant, also design consultant. So I'd help customers with their designs for the dance costumes or festival costumes or whatever costume. And I love this job a lot. And that's also what got me into the swimwear, because they had so many beautiful fabrics and I just needed to make something. I was surrounded by all these nice fabrics, and so
there was a lot of inspiration around you.
Yeah, I loved all the colours and prints. So the idea I had was just to sell a couple of bikinis on the side while I worked at this job 9 to 5. But then the pandemic hit and I lost my job. I was very upset at the start, but then I realised it was a blessing because I started my whole business in lockdown.
Incredible.
So there's been a lot of good out of this pandemic because I probably wouldn't have started this business still. I was delaying it so much because I didn't think I had the skill, but being in lockdown, I had so much time to practice and I nailed my skill. And
when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. That's exactly what you've done.
Yeah, so it's been a really good opportunity to get all that stuff done, and yeah, the hard part's done now. So I'm just ready for orders now.
Let's go back a little bit and talk about your family. Have you ever visited your parents' countries of birth?
I have. I've been to Greece and Serbia. I've been to Greece 3 times. But unfortunately, I haven't been to Vedia, where my mum's from yet. So that's definitely on the list. But I love the Greek islands, and it's so nice going there and speaking the language. My grandparents don't speak English, so when I was a baby, I learned how to speak Greek as well. So yeah, absolutely love Greece. I went to Serbia a couple of years ago, and I met my uncle for the first time and his kids. So that was really nice. I got to see their...
That's your dad's brother.
Yeah, my dad's brother. Got to see where they live, and it was a beautiful city. But my cousins don't speak any English, so that was hard. But they still loved me, and yeah, that was so sweet. And they're growing up so fast. Can't wait to go back and visit them. I think I need to learn some Serbian though.
Do you have any family traditions that you follow? Anything according to your parents' culture?
Yep, so every Easter we celebrate Greek Easter. So we do the lamb on the spit, the gyros. It's my favourite ever. It's just delicious.
What is it? Please tell everyone. What is it?
Chicken and lamb on a spit with my yaya's special seasoning. It's amazing. And we dye the red eggs, the boiled eggs. I don't know if you've heard of this before.
Yes. As Russians, we do the same. Yes,
so
with
we
the
smash
eggs.
the eggs, and yeah, it's really nice. So we've been doing that every year since I was born, and we do a similar thing for Christmas too. We do the gyros, and again, it's my favourite thing ever. We've been doing it at my auntie and uncle's house every single year, and I'm trying to get it to be at our house one year, but it's really hard. They just don't budge. They don't want to budge. They're stubborn.
And anything from your dad's culture?
Well, my dad's Serbian, so he celebrates Christmas on the 7th of January, but his family's all in Serbia, so it's just me and him, so it's still nice.
What is fashionable?
I like to set trends rather than follow them, and I think that's what being a designer is about. You just have to take the risk to do something really different and unique, and people will follow.
How do you decide what is fashionable?
I have a very strange way of designing. I don't necessarily look at other designers or brands, but I just come up with ideas in my head, especially late at night, like 3 in the morning. I'll just think of something crazy, and then the next day I'll make it.
Oh, so that's your creative time in the middle of the night.
It's not a good time, but it's also a very good time. So yeah, I love it because I just always think of something different, and I like to set trends rather than follow them. And I think that's what being a designer is about. You just have to take the risk to do something really different and unique, and people will follow.
Can you please tell us what are the latest, well, in your mind, colors and designs for the upcoming season?
At the moment, retro and vintage is very in, and lots of floral prints, leopard prints, just bright colours, the brightest colours, and I love it because it reminds me of Europe and the Greek islands. Bright colours are definitely my thing, and just love designing bikinis.
How did your friends react to your achievements?
Yeah, they're happy for me and they love supporting my business too. They're forever purchasing bikinis, which I love and appreciate. My mum actually didn't think that I'd be able to do it, so she's very surprised and proud of me that I've come this far. But yeah, that was funny. She just did not think I'd be able to do this.
Well, she must be very proud of you.
Yeah.
Chrissy, what is the most unique experience that you have ever had?
I think it would be traveling alone. So I decided kind of last minute that I wanted to travel Europe on my own. I also did Mexico and America. And
These are completely different continents. Wow.
Yeah, it was an amazing experience. I had the time of my life and I think it inspired my business and seeing all the beautiful sunsets and buildings and beautiful beaches. Words can't describe this trip. It was just amazing.
Well, I'm not surprised you enjoyed the architecture because designing any garments is basically like being an architect. Yeah.
My song teacher used to say it has more steps than Flinders Street Station.
I love that one.
But that wasn't a good thing. That means there was too many wrong stitches happening. About my business going more high end, I think some of my customers might be wondering why my prices have gone up. It's because I spend a lot of time on my bikinis. I put so much work into them. They're made with so much love. I spend hours perfecting each piece and I use the highest quality fabrics and materials. Even my machines are amazing. Every little detail is just the highest quality and these bikinis will last forever. What makes my business up to date, you could say, is the sustainability. Each bikini is handmade to order. There's no waste and there's no mass producing. It's all made just here in my studio, all by me.
Terrific, terrific. Chrissy, what advice can you give to some people in our audience who would like to start something challenging?
Just do it. Don't listen to anyone because everyone's got their opinions and people say, oh, you can't do this. But just do it. The hardest part is starting, but once you get started, you'll be fine. Just keep pushing and you'll get there.
Just follow your heart.
Yes.
And the rest will just come along.
Exactly. Just be persistent, push yourself, develop your skills. Just, get your name out there. Tell all your friends, just keep trying and don't give up. And definitely don't listen to people's negative advice.